Hey guys, so we are back again with another reading. This one is going to be who has their eye on you. So it could be romantic. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be romantic. It could be someone else. We're just going to see what Spirit has to say about who has their eye on you, who's paying attention to you, maybe from afar, maybe from up close. We'll see whatever Spirit has to say. So today we have these beautiful little cakes. I used them for one other reading, but I loved them so much that I decided to reuse them. And so we are going to start from number 1 being the pink one. And so this one I think is like a berry cake. It looks really good. So delicious looking. I love these cakes. You guys can see why I reuse them. And then this one is, I think, kiwi flavored. It also looks really good, and there's like this little white chocolate thing. So this one is chocolate with like a raspberry and strawberry, so it also looks really good. If you like chocolate, this might be the one to pick, but always go with your intuition, because it's not just about like your flavors or your favorite flavors. It's about which one is calling to you. And this one is like, ooh, the sun came out on this. Okay, this one is about I think peaches or like mango, and it's got a big walnut and a kiwi. So love these. They are all so well done. Whoever did these cakes knocked them out of the park. So with that being said, I'll be quiet now and let you guys tune in to the energy. Okay, so hopefully you guys had time to decide. If not, feel free to rewind, pause, spend a little more time with each of the piles. But let's go ahead and jump into pile 1. Hey, my lovely pile 1. So if you guys picked this beautiful berry cake, this is going to be your reading. I love all the detail on this. It kind of looks like a berry cheesecake, which sounds really delicious. I'm not sure about chocolate with berries, but it's probably just really good, and you can like pick out the pieces of chocolate. But anyway, I pre-pulled your cards today, so let's get right into it. You guys got the 9 of Wands, the Devil reversed, the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. So I'm feeling like, first of all, there are people that are really intimidated by your success. I'm not sure who this is quite yet, but I feel like this is someone that definitely is aware that you guys have succeeded, or that you guys are on the path to that. This is coming through really strongly. I feel like this is someone who has a very competitive attitude towards you. So I'm not sure who it could be. I mean, there are exes or romantic relationships where it turns into that kind of competition at the end, or it could be a friend, family member, literally anyone. But I feel like the energy that I'm picking up on is kind of someone being a little bit in awe of you, like, oh my God, they can't believe all the stuff you've done. Or even if you haven't done that much yet, like they can see that you're on the road to that, or that you're on the path to a lot of success. So this person is just talking about that, like they kind of are like their higher self is kind of gassing you up, but I feel like them on earth, they feel very like jealous, envious, or they're very aware of you doing super well. I don't feel like this person is necessarily experiencing this recognition of your success as like a good thing, or dealing with it in a positive way. Like I feel like their higher self is kind of translating to me that like you guys have done a lot, and they're very impressed by that, but their lower self, or like human self, is kind of being a little like resentful, or comparing themselves to you. Like they might struggle with envy and jealousy in general, because generally speaking, people who have that as an issue tend to be low vibrational and have that like not just with one person in their life, but like multiple. But I feel like their higher self is acknowledging that it's really because how amazing you guys are, that this person is a little bit, if like they would never admit it, but they're a little bit in awe or just like shocked by how amazingly you turned out. So the other cards we pulled are, we got a lot for this one. We got the Ace of Pentacles. We got Release, which I believe is Death. And then we have the Chariot, the Sun reversed, the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel, the Nine of Swords reversed, the Ego, which relates to the Devil card, and then we finally have the Two of Swords. And I'm sorry that I'm working on such a small space. If you guys are the ones who like to read the cards, I know it makes it kind of difficult. I'm on vacation, so this is not my usual workspace, but anyway, so yeah, so I feel like this person is dealing with a lot of feelings of self-defeat, and I feel like they just compare themselves to you constantly. I do feel like for some of you, this might be an ex or someone that you broke up with or you were romantically entangled with somehow. I love that word from Jada Pinkett Smith, an entanglement. Like, maybe it was a crush or maybe it was a full-blown relationship, but there was something romantic, but now this person's comparing them to you. But if that doesn't resonate, it could definitely also be it could be, you know, a family member, an old friend or something. But I do feel like there was some kind of like a breakup or some kind of schism in this relationship or something, or they no longer have access to you, and so there's this comparison to you and almost like certainty that you're gonna do really well. You guys might have your life somewhat on point already, or maybe just in comparison to them. Even if you guys haven't reached success yet, I feel like that's the trajectory you're on, and you guys just come across as like a very powerful energy, or at least that's how they perceive you. With the Sun reversed, I do feel like they're kind of saying that you have this beautiful, extremely powerful energy to you, and they compare themselves to you, and in their mind they're very much lacking or not as strong, not as potent, and they just don't have as much going on in their life. I feel like they would like to see some forward momentum, but this is a stage in their life when they're very much in a kind of dark place. I feel like they are experiencing a lot of kind of late nights, you know, maybe even depression, or comparing themselves to you, or maybe scrolling through your social media and just kind of constantly finding themselves lacking in comparison to you, or in comparison to like the people around you. Maybe some of you have a really like cool group of friends, or, you know, social life on point or something. I don't know, but I do feel like this person, there's like a comparison aspect. They constantly compare themselves to you, and I do think that's why we got Ego reversed, which is related to the Devil. But in this deck, I really love it being called Ego, and I feel like this person, you know, it is a bit of their ego getting in the way. Like, they really need to just accept that people are different, and that, you know, they have their energy and you have your energy, but in their mind, you're kind of destined for success. You're destined for this Nine of Pentacles energy. So I feel like they feel very stuck financially, is an aspect that's coming through, where they just keep comparing themselves financially to you. So let's get some other cards from other decks. So we got this one has some pretty crazy cards. We got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. And I did not do that on purpose. When they were coming out, I was like, what the heck? And I literally was expecting the other knight to come out, the Knight of Pentacles. I was like, it's got to come out next. But it's really funny when Spirit does that. So to me, I feel like this person really, really, really wants to reach out to you, or wants to initiate contact with you. That's really potent. Like, in a way, I feel like, again, they compare themselves to you and they have a negative talk. Maybe it's even like a script they have running in their head of like, go to like, well, money's not going to keep them warm at night or something, you know what I mean? Some kind of cope they tell themselves to make themselves feel better about it. But overall, deep down, if they were honest with themselves, they really want to reach out to you. I feel like the reason why they haven't is because of fear of rejection, and also because, again, they have this opinion of you that's so high, and sometimes that can work against us. Like, I'm thinking of all those celebrities that come out and they say, you know, no one's asked me out in like 5 years. And I think Cameron Diaz said that. She was like, please ask me out at the gas station. Like, someone just asked me out. And the interviewer was like, you must be joking. Like, you must be asked out all the time. And she was like, no one asked me out. And I feel like a lot of times that's what happens, is like when you are upper level, like people start feeling very insecure. You know what I mean? And who knows, she might have met like the love of her life at that gas station if the guy had had the, you know, the bravery to come up and ask her out, and she might have very well gone. But a lot of times people kind of get in their head, especially when they view someone as being like better than them or more successful, or they're just like, well, they'd never date me. So I feel like this person, their high opinion of you, if this is someone you would like to hear from, this is kind of like working against you guys, because they view you so highly that it's almost like the idea of reaching out to you is like a joke. Like, oh yeah, I'm sure they would want to talk to me. You know, like the equivalent of like, I feel like in their mind, you just have so much going on and you have so much going for you in your life that they just can't imagine that you would actually want to hear from them. You know, they just are like, no. And it's funny because we had all the Knight cards except Pentacles, and we've gotten so much Pentacle energy in this reading. So it's funny because they have a lot of energy for you, but it's like the money is not, they don't have any energy for pursuing the money. Like, I feel like maybe they are just feeling really dejected about their financial situation or about their general life stability. Like, maybe they just don't have kind of the long-term ability right now to like settle down or to be in a relationship or something. I'm not sure. I feel like for some of them, maybe their life is just kind of chaotic, or maybe they're just at a stage when they're still young, or they're still building things, or they're rebuilding. But I feel like they are just not in a place where financially or just energetically they're kind of foundational and secure and everything is, you know, very stable. It's just not where they're at in their life. But they have a lot of sexual desire for you, and they also have a lot of emotional attachment for you, and they also really would like to reach out and speak to you. So there's all that energy. We've got the Wands, we've got the Cups, and we've got the Swords. So I feel like it's just a disconnect when it comes to the Pentacles. And it's funny because they perceive you as being the Queen of Pentacles and being so really good in that aspect of life. Like, I feel like they perceive you and you guys may be like, that's not true. Like, my room is a mess. I don't have my life figured out. But they see you as someone who really has figured their life out and who is very stable and has their head screwed on straight and is very capable and kind of like, I'm hearing like wifey material or like long-term partner material or husband material. Like, you are someone that really, again, has their head screwed on straight. I keep hearing that. So you think very smartly about things. You know, you are not like some chaotic person, whereas I think they perceive themselves as being that way. So I think that's where the disconnect comes in, is it's kind of like the one aspect in life that they're lacking energy for. You have that in spades. And so that's, I think, why they feel so less than. So other cards we got are the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles reverse. Oh my God, that's so funny. I was pulling and like kind of looking at the cards, but I didn't notice that. That's funny. Okay, Five of Wands. And finally, the Knight of Swords reversed. So again, there's this, or I think that might be the Page. I think that's the Page of Swords. I don't know why they call it Knave. It's so confusing to me. But anyway, so yeah, there's this person saying that I really think for a lot of you, this is going to be a romantic relationship. For others, I mean, if you're like, no, I know who this is and it's my mom or a sibling or an old friend and it's not romantic, then definitely just take what resonates and leave the rest. And this energy, I feel, could still apply. We're having romantic stuff come through to me, but I also feel like for some of you, this is going to be could be a non-romantic person. So it's not like for sure romantic or anything, but I do want to talk a little bit about the romantic stuff since that's coming forward as well. I do feel like just this person really wants to reach out and speak to you. Like that's coming forward super strong. They also have this idea that you are like seeing other people, dating other people, and there's this real like panicky feeling around that. There's this real fixation on that. I feel like this person, if you guys have social media, this person would be checking it a lot and like checking on all the profiles of anyone you tag and trying to see like, are they dating? Who are they with? There's this real obsession that you might have like moved on, or just that you're dating other people. I feel like even if you were like, well, it's not even that serious, it's just a hookup, this person would be like beside themselves. Like they wouldn't, it's not even that they don't want you getting seriously emotionally involved. It's like they are truly bothered by the idea of you being with anyone for any reason at all in any romantic way. You know what I mean? They are very fixated on this idea and bringing it up to me like repeatedly. So I feel like that's something that probably is part of their 9 of Swords energy that keeps them staying up all night and thinking about it a lot. I feel like this person, so since we got the King of Pentacles reverse and you're the Queen of Pentacles, as I keep saying, it's just spirit confirming that this person keeps comparing themselves to you. Maybe you really are wealthier than them. I think it's funny because like, you know, sometimes during these readings, someone thinks the other person's like King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the other person's like, excuse me, I'm broke. Like, what are you talking about, you know? So it's so funny how perception works. But I do feel like a lot of times it's not even just about the present moment, it's also about like long term. So it's kind of like, you know, when you're in class with someone and you're just like, oh, I know that person's gonna be really successful. Even when you're in high school or middle school, you can just kind of tell sometimes. You're like, wow, they're so smart, or they're so good at this subject. Like, I know they're gonna be, you know, famous, or I know they're gonna be like a CEO or whatever. So I feel like this sometimes, even if you're like, well, I really don't have any money right now, so I don't know what they're talking about, it's like a future energy. Like they just feel like you have your ish figured out and you are not in the chaotic energy that they feel like they're in. So I feel like if this is someone romantically that you're kind of wanting to hear from, I do feel like you guys probably have a psychic connection with all these Knight cards. Just the level of desire they have for you and the desire to reach out to you coming through so strongly. I do feel like they probably talk to you, or just also the level of thinking about you they do think about you all the time at night, and especially at night, but I feel like all the time, like, but I do think especially at night. So I don't know, I just, spirit wanted me to say that because I feel like they spend, like, it's kind of like they during the day can push the feelings down and just ignore them and just, you know, distract themselves, but at night memories come flooding back and they just really, it's almost like I can see someone looking through social media and being like, oh my God, you did it again. Like, you know, it's almost like they might have like blocked you or something on social media and they told themselves like they're never gonna look again, and then they find themselves at 2 a.m. You know, maybe they had a beer or a glass of wine and suddenly they are scrolling through your Instagram all the way back years again, you know what I mean? And you might not have even posted anything in a while, but they're just very fixated on you. And I feel like it's something that they're almost embarrassed about, or they feel like they should move on, but it's like they can't, you know? And so, yeah, I feel like just the level of obsession, I want to call it, for you that they have, I do feel like you would be aware of this and you could feel them psychically reaching out to you because of the strength of, you know, their desire for you. It's just really strong. It's just really there. And yeah. So I feel like this person with the Hierophant, there's this, maybe this person or maybe you doesn't really necessarily fit into society as well, and they feel like, I feel like maybe it's more them, and this is, I'm hearing this will only apply to some, so don't take it in if it doesn't resonate, but I feel like for maybe some of you this is like an unconventional person, or maybe they just view you as more conventional, but they're saying it in a really positive way of like they really respect the way you can kind of fit in. Like, I feel like, you know, like if you got invited to a dinner party or something, you would know like what fork to use, or you would know how to have conversation with, you know, the host and be like, thank you so much for inviting me, and I brought you this, you know, little housekeeping gift, or I brought you this candle or this bottle of wine, and you would kind of know what to say. Like, you guys are very smart and very, I feel like you guys are rational, and just, you conduct yourselves really well is what this person is saying. Like, you make a good impression on people, and people kind of respect you, and this person really respects that and admires that about you. Again, I think that's where like the wifey or good spouse thing comes in, like that you just make a good impression. Like, people meet you and they're like, oh, that was a really lovely young lady, or that was a really lovely young man. Like, they have great manners and they seem really smart, you know what I mean? So this person just is saying that you make such a good impression, and maybe this is another reason they see you as destined for success. And I feel like there's a comparison towards themselves where they just don't feel like they have that going on the way you do. So other cards we got: time to go, go the distance reversed, chop wood, orphaned, milk and honey. So I do feel like this person, you know, maybe they get in their head or feel like you abandoned them or something. Like, I feel like there is that energy of them kind of feeling sorry for themselves, or just being really upset about you leaving them. So maybe you guys were the ones to leave, or maybe you're like, I didn't leave you at all. Like, I mean, with so many reversals of the swords, I wouldn't be surprised if this person had never actually communicated their feelings to you, or never communicated the depth of their feelings for you. So I feel like, you know, even though this person is feeling orphaned, with the energy I'm sensing, which is very, how do I describe it diplomatically and non-judgmentally? Well, because I mean, my cat Mars, I feel like, come on, dude, just ask her out, or just ask him out, you know. But so I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I do feel like this person should probably step up. Whenever I see a lot of the sword reversals, pentacle reversals, and you know, the kind of energy that I'm picking up here, I always want to like take the person and be like, just send the text, just do it. Like, it's not that hard. So I do feel like this person, I don't want to say they have a victim mentality, but I do feel like they kind of are portraying it or thinking about it as something that it wasn't. Like, it's not like you were like, listen, I don't want to date you and I'm not interested and leave me alone. I feel like they never conveyed it. They never gave you the chance for you to say, you know, I'm interested, I'm not interested, whatever. And if you're watching this reading and you know who I'm talking about and you like the person, obviously you might have said yes. So I see that a lot in readings where someone is just afraid to come forward. They never come forward. They never actually go the distance, which is reversed. And so then afterwards, they kind of feel sorry for themselves, like, oh my God, they rejected me. And it's like, they never rejected you. They never had the chance. So this person is just talking about the endings and just feeling very upset, because I do think also with the Hierophant and with Go the Distance Reverse, I do feel like they saw this being a long-term potential with you. Like, they really, and again with wifey material or husband material, it makes sense that I feel like they did see you as someone that they could be with long-term, or that they wanted to be with long-term. And so that's probably why they were upset when things didn't work out. Also with Milk and Honey, I just feel like that is pointing to, again, how much success they see you as going to be having. So yeah, I feel like they just keep talking about how pretty much how great you are, which is, I guess, very flattering. So other cards we got: the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, the Empress, ooh, love that, and the Lovers, wow, and the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Cups reverse, and the Seven of Wands is reversed as well. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is a romantic relationship, an ex, and this person, with, you know, them calling you the Empress, they really just have so much respect for you. They really see you as like a queen, an empress, just wow. They really are kind of like, again, I said at the beginning, like in awe of you. It's like they just really are just kind of in shock about like how amazing you are, I guess. So there is that aspect where sometimes, like, I love to see that, and you know, we all want that in our lives, to have someone who really really sees us as being so amazing. But then sometimes doing these readings, you see that a lot in situations where the person never comes forward because they're just so intimidated that they just assume the person isn't ever going to be into them. So I wish this person could maybe, you know, not put you on such a pedestal, just work up the courage to ask you out. But yeah, there's again this obsession with you being with other people and you possibly being in another relationship, which I feel like they would somehow take that as a betrayal, or almost like you're cheating on them, which is really funny because, again, I think for a lot of you, this is an ex. So they, you know, that's not cheating when you guys are broken up, but this person is just, I don't know, very afraid of you moving on, I think. Again, with the Ten of Cups, they really saw long-term potential, and with the Page of Swords reversed, again, they really did want to reach out, but then that's kind of being blocked. And then let's get some tea leaf cards. We got Ant, work, achievement, success; Scissors, disappointment in some affair; Basket, Rooster; Tent, Star, and Broken Bridge. So the Star is, we have a bunch of cards about success, and Basket and the Star are all about success, and then Scissors and Broken Bridge are all about a lack of success, which is really funny, because it's like, I feel like these are your energies, or that is the person's energy, and this is your energy. So this person, first of all, has a lot of sexual desire for you. I feel like you guys, a lot of you are really hard workers, and you guys, you know, just, you go after something if you want it. Like this, you know, I feel like this person, you guys really do have very opposite energies, where this person is very like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. And you are such a go-getter type of person. And I feel like you guys wouldn't, I keep hearing like you wouldn't let this happen to you. Like, I feel like if the roles were reversed and you really wanted something, you would go after it, you know? But this person maybe has a lot of like self-esteem issues that they have to work through, or just in general, kind of getting that energy up and like, you know, putting themselves out there. Not everyone has that ability. So yeah. And finally, we got new beginnings, ask for help, and abundance. So this person is just, again, talking about how much money you guys are going to earn and how successful they see you as being. I feel like this person, you know, they are going through some soul growth right now, and maybe it's good that they're kind of spending time alone working on themselves, and maybe this situation will motivate them to be a little bit more of a go-getter in general, because I do think that's an energy I would be thrilled to see come in for them, is just being a little more of, you know, taking the initiative, putting themselves out there, and all of that. They see you as having like new beginnings and having like a fresh start in your life. Again, I'm not sure they would say this as a positive, because they are very afraid of you moving on romantically. Maybe some of you are in a new relationship. I'm not sure why this person keeps bringing it up. But I just feel like this person is really obsessed with the idea that you're dating someone else, that you're with someone else, and they're very much opposed to that. They are not like happy about it. They're not supportive or, you know, cheering you on or anything like that. They are very much upset about it. So let's get some Astro Dice. Astro Dice, can you tell us who has pile one on their mind? So we got the Moon, Virgo, and the 5th house. So I feel like you guys might be the Virgos, or this person, I guess, could be like a very debilitated Virgo that's super in their head. But you guys just come across, or at least they portray you as being very earth energy and very like smart and having your head screwed on straight and very diligent and like hard workers. Like you guys are not that slacker in the back of class. It's like, I left to go smoke cigarettes during class and what, like you guys are, you know, you guys get your stuff done, you have your ish handled, you have it figured out to a certain extent. And I love the moon. I'm a Cancer moon, so I do love moon energy, but I will say sometimes moon energy can make you a little, it can make things a little hazy, a little delusional. That's all like super debilitated water energy. And I feel like this person might be in that energy a little bit. Maybe they are playing too much video games or watching too much TV or online all the time, but I feel like they are just not in their like highest version of themselves, you know? And they're kind of, you guys also, I do feel like have a psychic connection, but I feel like this person maybe needs to stop kind of kicking around on the astral plane and actually, you know, send that text and work on getting the job or whatever they need to feel content so they can approach you. Because again, I feel like their like lack of esteem about their financial situation or about their job or whatever, the long-term stuff, is really getting in the way of you guys being able to be together. With the 5th house, which is ruled by Leo, that is a bunch of things, but one of them is relationships. And so I just feel like this could have been a really fun, flirty situation for you guys. This could have been a really like great, fun vibe. And I almost want to say this person ruined it. Like, I feel like you guys were both into each other and you were down and they were down and it could have just been really great. I'm hearing that we could have been something great. And I feel like it's just a wasted opportunity. I feel like this person chickened out. They never really stepped up to the plate and now they're really regretting it. And they do need to pick up some of this sun energy that Leo rules, because you know, they're too much in their moon nighttime and kind of like dreamy. They need to enter reality and get a burst of energy. And I feel like that would really help things. But I do think in a way, Spirit is separating you guys for right now, for at least the time being. So I would say that, you know, this is okay. It's not the end of the world that you guys are separated, and it might be a blessing in disguise. I'm not sure exactly why, but I do feel like you guys are on a really positive trajectory, and hopefully this person could level up and join your level. And then you guys could have a happy ending that way, but they do need to like step it up a little, because you guys have a lot going on, a beautiful destiny ahead of you, and nothing should really get in the way of that. So I really hope this helped you guys. Please let me know if it resonated in the comments. I really love hearing your stories and everything. So also make sure to like and subscribe. I post videos every few days, so if you want to see more, make sure you're subbed and notifications are on if you want to get notified as soon as I post. So I will see you guys in the next reading. Sending you so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile twos. So if you guys picked this beautiful kiwi cake, this is going to be your reading. I really love all the detail on this, especially the little white chocolate sliver that they included and the detail on the kiwis. It just looks really good. You can see why I reuse these cakes for this reading. But I pre-pulled your cards, pile two, so let's get right into it. You guys pulled the 8 of Swords reversed, the Lovers. You got the 8 of Wands, the Star, the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the 7 of Wands. So I feel like, first of all, this person had, you know, they have some kind of like regrets, or they are upset, or they feel like you know, there is some reason why you guys aren't communicating, aren't talking. So yeah, I feel like there's something they are saying that they regret about this situation. I do feel like this is probably a romantic, some kind of an ex or something with the lovers coming in. At the very least, you guys were really, really close, but I do feel like the majority of you guys, this is going to be kind of some kind of a love situationship or entanglement, as Jada Pinkett Smith says. And so I feel like they're also acknowledging that maybe they did something. And they played a part in it, or they're talking about karma somehow. So maybe that's on your end, but I'm not sensing any malice towards you. So I feel like more they're saying that they made a mistake and, you know, they accept whatever will happen, kind of a thing. So it's more like, to me, I feel like they are accepting judgment for whatever went on between you guys. I do feel like this person had a lot of sexual interest in you, but they're telling me that for a lot of it, it's been blocked, or it never really got to manifest in the real world. So they might have even hidden that part from you of like, oh no, I'm you know, I'm not like a super sexual person or something, but there was a lot of sexual desire for you. So other cards we got is Balance, which is Temperance, but in this deck it's called Balance. We got the Six of Swords. We got the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Cups, finally. Okay, so that's the last one. And we got, so first of all, I feel like this person has a ton of respect for you. That's coming in really strong with the Star and with the Empress. They just really respect whatever you guys have going on. I feel like they are very much attracted to you. Like they find you to be very, like pretty. I'm almost getting like a vibe of someone who is, like, I don't know, I don't want to say age, because I feel like obviously like my viewers are all ages, but I do feel like you guys have a young, youthful vibe to you, or maybe this person is just older, but I do feel like they perceive you as being like youthful, young, kind of fresh, and like innocent or pure somehow. Like even if you guys are like an older mom or something, I feel like you have kept some part of like a youthful energy to you. Like you guys have like I feel like this person sees you as very enchanting, and almost like they feel younger or lighter when they're around you. I feel like they get a lot from your energy, and they really it's almost like being around you energizes them, like it's like having coffee or something. I feel like in a way you make them dream, or you make them kind of like imagine things that they wouldn't normally. Some of you might be into kind of like Disney princesses or Disney or things like that, you know, like maybe you have a favorite musical band that's kind of like fun and you're really into it. I feel like you guys are fun or like lighthearted, whimsical kind of people. And I feel like this person really likes that about you. A lot of you are very in tune with like your divine feminine energy, or you just, I don't know, there's something about you that is very lighthearted, beautiful, and kind of sweet. And this person really likes that about you. Like I feel like they kind of idealized you. In their eyes, you kind of have this magical quality. Like I'm seeing, you know, I don't know which Disney princess it is. Maybe all of them do this, but I feel like, I guess it was Cinderella, where like she's singing and talking to the birds and talking to the mice and stuff. Like, I feel like that's how they perceive you. And obviously I don't expect that you're actually literally talking to birds and mice, although that would be amazing if you could. But I do think that you have that kind of like making magic out of everyday life kind of quality. Like there's something about you that just makes, I'm hearing like you make the ordinary extraordinary, which sounds like a slogan. So I don't know why that came into my mind so strongly, but you guys, I feel like you make like a boring situation fun, or you could just take something that would be mundane and make it more interesting. So this person is just kind of acknowledging that about you. Like I feel like this person just really respects you, likes being around you, and in a way I feel like it's almost like teacher energy a little bit. We got the Three of Pentacles. Oh no, we didn't get the, okay, so we got the Three of Wands, but we also got the Three of Pentacles reversed. I do feel like there's like and we got Page of Pentacles, and the description is scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous, which is definitely a good description of you now that I read this. But yeah, you guys, I feel like it's almost like they feel like they can learn from you, or they feel like they really respect how you move through the world. And I feel like it's like they're taking notes, or they did take notes. Like, even if it wasn't you're super studious, like something like that, I feel like they just respect how you conduct yourself in the world. They just respect how you deal with situations. Like, I feel like if you guys got in a stressful situation, you wouldn't like fall apart or be screaming or be like, I can't handle it, or be really down and depressed. You'd be like, okay, let me try to fix this. Like, you guys are kind of optimistic, and I think this person really likes that about you, and they really are trying to integrate more of that into like their personality, I guess. So you might not have even realized what an effect you had on this person or these people. I mean, maybe this is not just the lover. Like, this might not, I'm going to see what other cards pop up, but I do feel like for some of you, it might not even just be romantic. It might be a, you know, like general person like stalking your social media or something, or this might be more than one person, but we'll see what the other cards have to say. So we also got, we got a bunch of reversals in this deck. So we got the Six of Swords reversed, and we got the Queen of Swords reversed, and we got the Ace of Wands. So again, a lot of sexual desire for you. We got the Knight of Cups reversed, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So wow, there's a lot of cups energy. So I do feel like for many of you, actually, this is romantic. Of course, I was like, let me just double check the cards. And they were like, yep, yeah, you were on the right track. You didn't need to say all that about it not being romantic. But of course, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this is someone who has a lot of emotional attachment to you. So this is someone that really cares about you. And it's almost like you guys have like a psychic connection. They also are just really, again, giving you props, because I feel like you guys are very sweet, very caring, very kind-hearted people, and they really respect that about you. I actually feel like for those of you where this is a romantic interest, this is a turn on for them, and they are bringing up like cards that have to do with that. So I do feel like you know, I feel like they love the fact that you are very sweet and kind of innocent, and there's like an innocent quality to you. Like, you guys just have almost like, you might have like a girl or boy next door kind of vibe, or just like a sweetheart, like, oh, like this person is so nice. You might be the kind of person that always like smiles and chats with the waiter, you know, or kind of like always has to stop to pet the dog, like that kind of energy about you. And I feel like this person is really excited by that. They're really turned on by that, and they find it really, really attractive, you know, just not just like in general in terms of like, oh, well, yeah, it's nice that this person is that way and I respect it, but they're very turned on like sexually by it. They find it to be very alluring and very like seductive almost, I guess. So yeah, so that's kind of interesting. We have so much cups coming through, and I do feel like this person, when it comes to you, you guys might have like a psychic back and forth. Like, when you're kind of, you know, trying to go to bed at night, you might suddenly be like flooded with thoughts of them, and it is because you guys do have this super strong psychic connection. I do feel like this person wants to come forward to you, but something might be blocking it. For those of you who are in separation for this person, I could also see this pile being, you know, two people who are actively in a relationship, and it would be a really sweet relationship if you guys are together. But for those of you, you know, who are in separation, because there are some kind of sorrow cards and stuff, I do feel like this person wants to step forward, and something is just kind of holding them back. Maybe they are just getting in their head or whatever. But this person really, really respects you. I just feel like they see you as very smart. They see you as very, but like smart, and like smart, not like a nerd, but smart like I feel like you guys are almost like it's like book smart versus street smart or something, but you guys aren't street smart, but you're emotionally smart. You know what I mean? Like you have a high EQ where you are good at dealing with people. You're creative. You guys are just like nice people. And I feel like this person really respects how you go through the world. So we also got the Five of Pentacles. We got the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. We got the Eight of Cups reversed, the Three of Cups, and finally the Six of Wands reversed. So this person is a little worried that you might be with someone else, or maybe they are with someone else. I feel like for some of them, maybe this person is with someone else, but they're always comparing that person to you, and it's almost like they just can't kind of forget you. So, I mean, if this person is in another relationship with someone else, just know that you are definitely still on their mind. And I definitely think they are checking out your social media and paying a lot of attention to you. And I do feel like they compare their new partner to you and definitely find their new partner lacking in comparison. For them, I feel like you guys just seem like really good counterparts. Like, this person, again, their feelings for you are just really sweet. It's like they have this little warm puddle inside of them when it comes to you. And you know what I mean? Like they just have like this little ooey gooey, bottle of feelings that they have for you. And so, yeah, it's almost like a schoolyard crush or something. Like I'm getting such like younger vibes, like almost like childlike or something. Like I feel like they really, it's almost like you make them feel young again, or you make them have like a crush, you know what I mean? Like just like an OG style crush, like the kind of you had when you were in, middle school or high school. Like I feel like this person around you, it's almost like they get the giggles, they don't know what to say. And they just, they just really get a kick out of you. Like they find you to be a lot of fun. They find you to be, I feel like they could just stare at your face, just like listen to your laugh all day long. You know what I mean? Like they just get a kick out of you. Like that Frank Sinatra song, which is like, I get no kick from champagne, mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. And I don't know all the other lyrics, but it's like, but I get a kick out of you. So it's kind of like you bring out some excitement out of them that they're not really used to feeling, that they're kind of, maybe bored in their life or just going through the motions. And then when they get to interact with you, it's kind of like, a cool glass of water on a refreshing day or something. Like it's just this beautiful kind of gift to them. So we also got never ending story, co-create, poised, serendipity, exchanging gifts, between worlds, and flexible. So I feel like this person has definitely not given up on the idea of being with you. They are definitely still thinking that maybe one day you guys could end up together. I do feel like in their mind, they're kind of like waiting for the opportunity. They're hoping that something will happen and bring you guys together, and that there will be something that happens that kind of reunites you guys. I also think you guys spend a lot of time hanging out on the astral realm. You guys are kind of kicking it over there all the time. So it's, even though you guys may be in separation, they still feel very connected to you. They still very much tune in with your energy, check in with you, and again, like it doesn't even seem like this is over or this is a breakup, because I feel like you guys are so active on the astral plane that it's like you guys might as well just be like seriously committed and dating and together, but I do think this person, they're acknowledging and they're thinking that you have brought them a lot to their life and that they have grown a lot. They're telling me that they have gotten nothing but positivity out of this relationship, and they're so grateful for it. Like they can't say enough how much you have brought to them, and they have really learned a lot from you. Like they feel like you have been an inspiration to them, and with poised, like they just see you as someone who really has it all. I feel like it's like, in Game of Thrones or whatever, when she says like, he's my moon and my stars. I didn't watch Game of Thrones that much, but I know that quote, like he's my moon, my sky, and my stars or something, or moon and stars. I know all the Game of Thrones fans will know the exact quote, so you can leave it in the comments. But I feel like that's what this person would say about you, or like to you, like you're the star in their eye or something. Like you just really kind of like put a smile on their face type of energy. This is a very sweet, loving, very tender reading, actually. It's kind of like making me feel all sensitive and ooey gooey inside, because this is so sweet. And I do feel like this person, even though they're saying that for some of you you guys aren't together and there might have been a breakup, I do feel like this person has every intention of hoping that you guys will end up together. And I do feel like they still kind of have a narrative in their mind of what that would be, you know, like maybe they like imagine like making you breakfast in bed, or vice versa, or, you know, oh, they love this restaurant, I should show them that next time when we hang out, you know, that kind of a thing. I feel like they have thoughts like that, and they are kind of still actively like planning out what you would think of this, or would you like that, or you know what I mean, like so in their mind, like I do feel like they have the idea that you guys will get reunited. With the serendipity card, it does make me think that they're kind of leaving that up to chance, or they're kind of leaving it up to spirit. Like they are not, I don't know if they have the bravery to just, you know, call you out of the blue and be like, hey, meet me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like they are more just praying and hoping that you guys will have the opportunity to reunite somehow, or you guys will be randomly in each other's circles, kind of a thing. And I find that a lot with, you know, some people, like it's, you know, it's a lot easier to just kind of wait to like, oh my God, I ran into you in the coffee shop, than it is to send that risky text of like, I have really big feelings for you and I really miss you and can we please hang out? So I do feel like that's what this person is hoping for. But it's like, I feel that they feel that their life would just be a lot better if you were in it. And it's kind of like they dream about being in a relationship with someone like you, you know, like they see you as someone who is long-term potential and who would just bring a lot to their world. So they are very much like open and excited about maybe reuniting with you. They are like, I'm also hearing like they'll take you anyway you'll have them, like kind of a thing. Like they are so not picky when it comes to you. I almost feel like again, I get like they're kind of in awe of you, or they are just so impressed by you that if you kind of snapped your fingers and said like, come here now, they'd be over there in like 3 seconds flat. You know, they are very, I like their energy because they're just very sweet about you. There's no kind of, well, I like that, but I don't like this or whatever. They are just very impressed and like singing your praises to me. So we also got crown on that same thing. Like they see you as like a queen. So March, so that could be a significant time for you guys. It could be either one of your birthdays or just a month when something in particular happened that may be big in your relationship. But if it doesn't resonate, just disregard it. Not sunrise. July, same for July, so it could be birth dates or a significant event. Lion and wall. So I do feel that this person sees you as really someone they are very connected to, even maybe a soulmate, or they still feel very connected to you. They still feel very attached, and like they're kind of telling me that as far as they're concerned on their end, this connection is still active. So even if there was some kind of a break or a lack of communication, they don't view it as being over. They view it as you guys are still actively in some kind of, again, situationship, relationship, I don't know. They don't, you know, if someone asked them if they were single, they might even be like, no. But I also feel like, you know, again, for some of them who are in a third party situation and maybe dating someone else, it's almost like, I don't know. I mean, a lot of their emotions are tied up with you. So I don't want to say that this person doesn't care about the other person, but their emotions are very much still stuck on you. And even if they're trying to move on, I feel like they really know that emotionally you're the one they connect the most to. You know, it's almost like to them, these other relationships wouldn't come close to what you guys have, which is not the best way to go through the world. Like, just be single then if that's the case. But I do think that this person just, they feel super connected to you. And it's almost like anything else that happens in the meantime is just kind of them biding their time. I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but their connection to you definitely takes priority in their mind. And for you, like, I feel like when you entered their life, you just brought so much energy to it. You just bring this beautiful quality. I feel like I feel like you're the type that sees the world with rose-colored glasses, and it's almost like they have such a crush on you. Like, I feel like they would look at your pictures and just be like, oh, so pretty, or he's so good looking. Like, they really have like no negative thoughts about you. It's only positive. It's only just like, I feel like if anything, they would blame themselves, or they would blame situations, like circumstances, as to why you guys aren't together. But I love that they're not doing any of the blaming that I sometimes see in these separation readings, where two people are separated and the other person is like, it was their fault, you know? And I love that they're not doing any of that. They're just very sweet about you, and they're just kind of giving you all the credit, and they're not complaining at all, which I love to see it. So let's get some more astro dice. Okay, wait, that was in between. So let's do another. Can we get some astro dice for pile 2? Okay, so we got Libra, Venus, and the 3rd house. Wow, that doesn't surprise me at all. So Venus Venus rules Libra. And this is definitely Libra energy kind of that I'm picking up on. Some of you guys might be Libras, because that definitely sums up like the sweet, kind of a little bit head in the clouds, dreamy, loving energy that a lot of Libras embody. If you're not a Libra, then, you know, don't worry about it. But I feel like this pile does have that kind of energy, and you might have some other Libra in your chart if you look into it, or heavy, which one is Libra? 7th house placements or something, or, you know, a strong Venus, because it's also ruled by Venus. So any of those things can kind of give you that type of energy. So yeah, you guys put out a lot of love into the world. I actually feel like a lot of people would describe you in the way this person does. Like, I feel like a lot of people respect you, a lot of people like you, and a lot of people would like agree with this person. Like, they wouldn't be like, oh, you're delusional. No, this person isn't that way. They really would be like, but yeah, that's pretty accurate, because you guys do just kind of make the world a better place with your smile. I'm hearing that line from Mary Tyler Moore, which is like, she can turn the world on with her smile. That's kind of like you guys. Like, I feel like you guys put out this super positive energy, and I really love picking up on it. And so this person is probably not the only like member of your fan club, so to speak. Like, I feel like you guys have a lot of romantic interest in you, but I guess this person must have caught your eye, or you have a deeper connection with them, because I do feel like you have other options. Like, you guys really are going to be appealing to a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to look at you with that kind of like, wow, that person is just really pretty. I feel like a lot of you guys also might be very conventionally attractive, and just, you know, you guys look good. And so yeah, also 3rd house is the house of communication. It's ruled by Gemini. So again, this person, I feel like they want to reach out, they want to communicate, but I don't know, for a lot of you guys, it may be blocked for the time being, but I wouldn't be surprised if something opens up, because I do feel like with serendipity and other things, maybe there'll be some reason for you guys to reunite, or maybe this person will do kind of like the random DM slide or something, but maybe there will be more communication in the future, because I do feel like this is such positive energy that I wouldn't be surprised if it did manifest itself in a relationship, which would be, I think, super cute if you guys were together. Y'all would be like that adorable couple that everyone loves. So I don't know, this is a really sweet energy. I love seeing this. You know, sometimes these readings get really heavy and they're breakups and there's a lot of anger and pain, but this is just like all positive emotion. So yeah, it was really interesting to tune into, you guys. So please let me know if it resonated in the comments. I really love hearing your stories. So let me know what you think, and let me know what's going on with this pile 2 energy. Also make sure to like and subscribe. I post videos every few days, so if you want to see more, make sure you're subbed and have notifications on if you want to be notified as soon as I post. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next reading. I am sending you so much love and light, you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile 3. So if you guys picked this chocolate berry cake, this is going to be your reading. I love this one. This one, I don't know, this one looks like it tastes really good. Of all the different flavors, I always go for chocolate. You know, everyone else like tries blueberry flavors or lime flavors or fruit flavors. I always need chocolate, so that would definitely be close to my choice. But let's go into your reading. I pre-pulled the cards, so let's see what they have to say. You guys got the 6 of Cups, you got the Hierophant, you got the 3 of Wands, the Sun, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, Death, and the 7 of Pentacles. So I'm getting right away that this person, I feel like they are trying to manifest you or actively working to bring you into their life. Maybe this was someone you had an ultimatum with where you were like, listen, if you don't get your act together, if you don't get this job or something, then I'm not interested. Or maybe they just sense that energy, or they feel like they need to kind of meet you on their level. I feel like you are a major motivator for this person when they are going to their work or trying to make money or whatever. They are thinking about you, and their goal is to kind of get on your level. So they are talking about money a lot in this, and just in general, I feel like getting their life kind of in order. Like it's like they want to kind of be stable, I guess, to try to manifest you. Their feelings for you are really sweet. I feel like they had like a crush on you, you know what I mean? Or their feelings for you are very pure, but it's kind of like they feel like they need to do this, and that to actually get you, if that makes sense. They do feel like there was some kind of like, I feel like they feel the need to transform when it comes to you. So you know how you'll hear stories about someone glowing up because they get in a new relationship, or because they really like someone and they're trying to get in a relationship? I feel like that's what's going on here, where this person is like, I need to change, I know I need to change, and they're trying to work on those things. If this person is financially stable or it's just not resonating, I feel like maybe some of the changes could be something like just becoming more stable and reliable. Maybe this person was like a flake, didn't respond to texts, and maybe you were like I need someone who's actually going to respond and, you know, text me back on a Friday when I'm asking where you are, like something like that. I don't know, but this person is talking about like how they intend to become more stable, more reliable, and also I feel like for many of them, they want to make more money and they want to have financial stuff to offer you because they do perceive you as the Queen of Pentacles. So you guys might have also been drawn to pile 1 because this was kind of a similar vibe, but your person is way sweeter and nicer. So yeah, but I mean, if you felt drawn to pile 1, maybe go watch that one too. So we also got the 9 of Swords reversed. We got Strength. Is this also reversed? I think it's upright. Okay, so Strength upright, the Emperor. We got the 7 of Cups, the Star, Wise Counselor, which is like the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Queen of Swords. Where do I put this? This is such a small little workspace because I'm on vacation, so I'm gonna cover up the flowers, sorry. And we got the Wheel. So I do feel like this person, it's like they are putting in work to try to get to you. They are trying to become this Emperor energy. They are trying to get to there from like here. So like this guy, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he lit so many candles all over his room. He's obviously having a night. This would be like, I don't know, I could only imagine if you light that many candles and you're like sitting sadly in front of the moon, that you'd be like listening to Bon Iver and crying and opening a bottle of wine and watching The Notebook. Like he's having a night in, you know what I mean? This is not the most like, this is not like CEO energy that the Emperor has. And so they're trying to go from there to this CEO energy. And I feel like that is the goal. Like maybe this is where they are at now, but they're trying to move away from that. They're trying to become like strong for you. They might even be working out more in the gym or like physically glowing up, you know, like maybe they switched up their diet or they're trying to work out more. But I think what's really interesting about this is that I feel like you are the motivator for them. I'm seeing like, you know how like in the war, like World War II and stuff, at least I feel like American soldiers did this, and I'm sure all the soldiers around the world probably did something similar. But I know that they would like take photos of the woman they loved or the woman they had a crush on, or even just like celebrity women that they thought were beautiful, and they'd like, you know, bring it with them to the war. And then they'd look at the photo, especially if it was from like their fiance or someone, and it would motivate them to keep fighting and to, you know, put their all in the fight. And I feel like that's like what this person has with you, where they really use you as a motivator to like, okay, I'm gonna drink this protein shake and I'm gonna get in the gym, or I'm gonna, you know, show up early for work or something. It's funny because they are trying to transform themselves and really glow up, and that's what they're talking about. And I do feel like you are the motivator. Maybe you guys have your whole life on point, or they just are really attracted to you, but they are just like, they keep pointing to you, or like a photo of you is what I'm seeing. I mean, like this, like, so I feel that you are a huge motivator in their life. So if you guys are separated, know that they are thinking of you a lot with the 7 of Cups. They are definitely constantly, you are in their mind. And with the Lovers card, like you are very important to them. Possibly even they consider you like a soulmate, which doesn't surprise me because again, I do think like they think about you all the time, and you are such a motivator. I wouldn't expect that to be the energy someone would have for like a hookup or someone they, you know, just kind of like are dating casually. Like you obviously play a huge role in their life, and you do have the role of like the star. So, you know, the star is like an interesting card, but one of the things it does represent or show is just kind of like that point in the future, like that destiny point you look at and you go after and you try to achieve it, and you're kind of moving towards it. And the thing about the star is it's based off of, I think, I mean, don't at me if I'm wrong, but but I'm pretty sure it is based off of, you know, how in ancient days, like to navigate, they would follow the stars. So you didn't necessarily know where you were going or what you were going to encounter. You didn't really know, like, okay, it's not like now where you have, you know, maps all on your phone and everything, and you're like, okay, I turn on this street and then I go on this highway and then I'm going to make a left. You didn't know any of that. You just knew, okay, I have to head in this direction towards this star. And so the star was the thing you followed without really knowing what exactly you would face, what would show up in the future, but you just wanted to get this star. And I feel like that's what you guys are for them. Like they don't really know how you guys are going to get together, but they really want that to happen. And I feel like they are trying to glow themselves up and make themselves very attractive before they approach you. For those of you who aren't in contact, some of you guys might be in an active relationship with this person, which is really sweet, and I would love that for you guys. But if you aren't in a relationship with this person or you're not in contact with them, I feel like they have an intention of being with you in the future, and it's kind of like they're leaving that up to fate, but they are working to make themselves ready for when you come back into their life. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they are the type where, you know, they would buy an outfit and imagine what would you think of them in it, you know, or when they're touring like a new apartment, they would imagine, you know, you standing at the counter with a glass of wine. Like you are just a huge part of their life. Even if you're not talking to them, they think about you all the time. So other cards we got the Hermit, the Devil, the Empress, which is just so many major arcana. So yeah, this person has a lot of feelings for you. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the 5 of Swords reversed, the 3 of Swords reversed, and finally the 2 of Swords. So yeah, I feel like this person, there was like heartbreak and a big sense of a loss that came, you know, around with you, but now it's like they have moved into a more productive place. I do feel like now it's like they are just working on themselves is the major message. They are really putting in the work, and you are kind of the trophy, not to be like rude or, you know, diminishing of anyone, but I just feel like you are like this trophy that they're going after, or you are this goal that they just have in mind. You know, it's like maybe if they get tired or exhausted and they don't feel like working out, they think of you and they get that extra energy. And so you are just a major motivator for them in every way. They do find you very sexually alluring and attractive. Maybe you guys, I feel like you guys have a little bit of a sexy vibe, even if you don't mean to, but you guys do have this like sex appeal energy to you. And so this person is very motivated by the idea of sex with you, or by, I feel like maybe that's why a lot of them might be working on their bodies or trying to look at what they're eating or whatever, because it's like they are very much thinking about what sex with you would be like, and you know, whether you would like their body or how things would look between you guys. So it's like, yeah, they are very tempted by you, and you are a major factor for them. Like in this, look at this guy, he is by himself, but look at that is a picture of some woman that he is just kind of thinking about. He's staring down at the photo and he's by himself, but he's kind of mentally with her. And so that's definitely the vibe of this. Like for sure they are spending time. I feel like they are not necessarily dating, or if they are, they're definitely not getting emotionally involved. But I feel like many of them just aren't dating because they are still so stuck on you, and they realize that. Like they're not upset about it. They're not like, I need to move on. They're like, would they like this, you know, extra amount of muscle I got in my bicep? Would they like this t-shirt? Would they like this promotion I got at my job? So they are still very much thinking of you and being with you. So we also got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We got the King of Wands reversed. The Eight of Wands. These cards are so racy. We got the Eight of Pentacles. We got the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles. So yeah, there's so much Pentacle energy here and a lot of Wand energy as well. I feel like this person just really has a ton of, like, they are willing to put in the work for you. They have a lot of energy towards that. Like they, you know, maybe you guys said something to them about like, well, you know, you need to fix this or something. I don't know, but this person is just very obsessed with the idea of like improving themselves so they can get to be with you. They are very sure that like if they fix XYZ in their life, that you guys will end up together. So I don't know where this person got that from, but that's like their main focus right now. I feel like is just improving their life, probably financially and maybe physically. And I feel like just becoming more stable. And I feel like that just, it's like the carrot dangling in front of like a horse or whatever. You know how in movies, like in cartoons, I don't know if they do this in real life, but they'll have a stick, like a carrot, and they like stick it in front of the horse and make the horse walk, like, cause they're trying to get the carrot. Like that's you guys are the carrot. So, yeah, this person is like for sure majorly motivated by you. I just feel like they have these very elaborate, like I have to be honest, like sexual fantasies about you that like keep them going. Like I feel like it, you know, obviously if you have a crush on someone, like, you know, a lot of people are going to imagine being romantic with them in various ways. But I feel like this person has a really like elaborate imagination, like a vivid imagination where they are coming up with whole scenarios and picturing you and all different kinds of scenarios. So yeah, I think that they spend a lot of time kind of daydreaming about that. And they definitely want to become very muscular or very, like, I don't know, whatever you are into, whether you're asking about a woman or a man, they want to become more of that ideal. So I feel like this person is just trying to become very attractive to you. Like they want to be like a sex bomb. I feel like because they see you as being that way, they see you as having so much sex appeal that they definitely just want to kind of be on your level. There's such an emphasis about being on your level. So we also got co-create, come to the edge, blessed, building blocks, here and now, and round and round. here and now is reversed, and I think it's reversed because this person is not really living in the present. They are very much living in the future, imagining how things will go with you, imagining, you know, what that would be like to be with you. And it's like they are not so much living in the day to day. I feel like they are kind of, again, they imagine you so much and they have all these fantasies about you that it's kind of like they're living in a little bit of that daydream world. They're kind of living in the future, you know, in the past and their imagination, and not so much like the present. Although I do think they are putting a lot of work in the present. So, but for them, like, the scenarios they have in their mind regarding you are just such a motivator that they kind of need that stuff to keep them going. So I do feel like this person has every intention of reuniting with you. I feel like you might get called by them or texted by them once they are like at their whatever they are trying to manifest, whether it's a certain body type or a certain job or something like that. I feel like you would get, you know, contacted from them once they were at that point, but like not before then, because I feel like they are just so kind of convinced that they need to have this stuff before you could be in their life. Like they would just think that if they were to contact you out of the blue, that you would just shoot them down like first thing, you know? And so I feel like they're just not going to put themselves out there and take that risk unless they were like, okay, I got it going on and there's no way that they can resist me now. So we also got money path, club, clouds, which is about temporary problems, tiger, fox, and purse. So again, this huge emphasis on money from spirit. Like this is just something, I feel like this person is just trying to glow up in so many different ways, including financially, but also I feel like physically for many of them. So I think this person, it's like they are leaning into this kind of go-getter energy. Like they really are trying to get a lot of stuff done to try to get you. And so however that would manifest for them in particular, I just feel like they are taking a very critical, you know, look at their life and look at, you know, their situation and trying to improve things for themselves. So I respect that. I also feel like they're kind of hiding that from you a little bit. Like there's an aspect of them, maybe they wouldn't want you to know that, you know, they do look at your photos on social media and use that as motivation before they go into the gym. And I can see why they wouldn't want you to know that, because that's kind of intense. But I feel like this person just really you're like their fuel, you know what I mean? You really push them to like go further, to work harder, to try to go faster. Like you are this fuel in their engine, and you know, you just kind of keep them going. You're their motivator. So for them, it's like they are moving into this kind of like tiger energy. Wasn't it Charlie Sheen that said like tiger blood or whatever? That was crazy. But anyway, I feel like you guys are that in a positive way, not a Charlie Sheen way. You guys turn them into this kind of like, wild animal type energy. They're able to tap into that because of how they feel about you. It's kind of like you bring out this sexual desire for them that's like a caveman is what I'm hearing. So yeah, they are very sexually into you. They definitely have a big crush. Let me get some astro dice for pile 3. Can we get some astro dice for pile 3? So we got Venus, Taurus, and the 5th house. Okay, so not a surprise. Venus rules over Taurus, and so there's a lot of like love here, sexual attraction. I mean, Venus is also the planet of beauty. So I feel like there's this emphasis throughout the reading on just alluring, like this alluring quality that you guys have. Like I feel like you guys are just very attractive, and this person is trying to glow up and match your level of attractiveness. So they're just kind of taking a critical eye to their whole life, and probably especially like their physical appearance, since this keeps coming through. We also got Taurus, which is ruled by Venus and is just kind of a confirmation that that's like the dominant energy going on in this reading. Taurus is also about luxury. It is the earth representation of Venus, and we got all the pentacles, so that makes sense. So this person, like where Libra is a little bit more head in the clouds, air energy, kind of like I don't know, what's the word? Intellectual, I guess. Taurus is much more like grounded on earth. It's much more like physical reality. I love Taurus energy. I have second house, 2 planets there, second house Venus and Jupiter. So for me, I love like Taurus energy, where it's kind of about like luxury. It's about like enjoying good food and, you know, good vibes and stuff. But sometimes that takes a lot of money to pay for like the luxury food or the luxury location or the beautiful view for your hotel room. So I feel like this person, again, they want to bring the money to the situation so you guys can have that kind of experience. Then we have the 5th house, which is ruled by Leo. And it is a house of like romance, crushes, and just a general fun time. So I feel like some of you guys might be a lot of fun and kind of like a fiery life of the party energy. Leo is a fire sign as well. And so I feel like this person is trying to match you. They're trying to bring something to the table because I feel like you guys probably have some other options. You guys are probably really good flirts that could like get a lot of people's attention. So they're kind of like, okay, I've got to be on point. I can't be coming around, you know, kind of like looking a little nerdy or looking too skinny or looking whatever. No body shaming. Whatever body someone has is great, but I just think, you know, they are looking at things very critically, and they are definitely trying to match your sexual attractive vibe that you guys put off really strongly. So yeah, this person is very into you. Their affections for you are very much a motivator for them, and I definitely think they probably look at your social media quite a lot. Again, probably at the same time they're taking like pre-workout before they hit the gym or before they go into that big boardroom negotiation meeting. Like, yeah, you are a big motivator for them, and I do think they have an intention of reuniting with you. It's just going to be once this ish is like worked out. So yeah. This was an interesting reading, you guys. Please let me know if it resonated in the comments. I really love hearing your stories and hearing, you know, all your feedback about it. So please let me know if it resonated or if it applied to you. And make sure to like and subscribe. I post my videos every few days. If you want to see more, make sure you're subbed and have notifications on if you want to see my videos as soon as they get posted. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next reading. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Hey, my lovely pile 4s. So if you guys picked this orange or peach cake, this is going to be your reading. I think it's a peach or a mango. It looks really good. I love this one. This is probably my fave just because it has the walnut, which is like insanely detailed, if you guys can see it. And there's a lot of detail on the kiwi as well. The peach is kind of plain, but you know, that's just how peaches look. It looks really good. I love these cakes. They did such a good job on them, so I had to reuse them. But let's get into your reading, pile 4. I pulled your cards from you, and you guys got the Chariot. You got the 5 of Swords, the Lovers. You got the Queen of Swords. You got the 4 of Swords reversed, King of Cups, the Sun, the Page of Wands, and finally the 4 of Wands. So I feel like this person is probably romantic in some way towards you. Like, I feel that this might have been an ex or something. And I feel like the gist that I'm getting from this reading is that this person they are trying to get you back. Like, they have some intention, but they're doing it kind of like sneakily. I don't know. I feel like either they're trying to get revenge or they're trying to get you back. I feel like what they want is they want your attention. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not, I don't even think they know for sure. Like, it's kind of like they know what they're doing, but they're also, I feel like they would love to have you back in their life, but they're not going about it in the most functional way. And they're kind of like telling themselves like, okay, I'm going to make them jealous, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. And it's like, is this the best way to go about it? Or would it be better to just send that text and say your feelings? But I don't think this person feels comfortable fully. It's funny that I literally was about to say, I don't think this person feels comfortable fully expressing their feelings. And as I was saying that, I could not get the words out. So that sums it up so well. I feel like this person is not so good at expressing themselves, especially because I think they have a lot more emotion towards you than they would like to let on. So there's this kind of like hiding energy. Like, they don't want you to see what's going on. And they're kind of trying to like put on a song and dance or make you think other things are happening, so that you won't necessarily feel the depth of their emotions towards you. Yeah, they have a lot of, honestly, they have a lot of depth of emotion towards you. Like, I feel like this person really, really, really liked you. In fact, I feel like in a way, they may have never felt this way towards anyone before, and it's almost like it's not their style. Or maybe they have friends that would like tease them, like, oh, you're whipped, or oh, like you're such a little baby that you feel that way or something. I don't know, but there's this person, it's almost like they feel the need to present this reputation to the world of like, me, I don't care. And so I feel like that's a reason why they're going this alternate route, and they're not just coming to you honestly, they are kind of trying to do subterfuge, I think is the word, SAT word, subterfuge. But I think, yeah, they are definitely doing a little bit of like behind the scenes, like little strategy, I guess is the word. So let's get into some of the other cards I pulled for you guys. We got, let me try to do them in order. We got the Three of Swords, we got the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, I think that is, yep, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups. A lot of cups, a lot of water energy here. So this person has a lot of deep feelings for you, and they think about you a lot. They spend a lot of time thinking about you. Again, I feel like this is something they would never feel comfortable revealing to the world, or coming forward. Like, probably no one else knows how much they feel for you. Like, sometimes people can just tell the energy, and they might be like, dude, why are you looking at her? Like, Rebecca, you were looking a little too long at him or something. But I feel like this person would never go out there and actually tell someone. Like, they would be like, me? Oh no, I was just looking at the wall. Or like, I don't know, I just zoned out. I didn't mean to stare at that person, But they are very much like hiding their emotions. And then when they are alone, they definitely think about you really obsessively. I feel like you have brought out this side to them that they kind of like didn't, I feel like they have never felt the level of emotions towards you as, before they met you. They never felt this depth of feeling. You got the King of Cups twice, and I feel like this person, it's almost like they are blown away by how much emotion they have towards you and how deeply they care. I feel like they also would like to kind of initiate contact, but again, I feel like there's this ego thing a little bit with them where they kind of would want you to reach out first, or they wouldn't want to be seen with their friends as being the one who did it. It might even be a situation where they have thought about, like, the story that you tell, like, oh, we met at the mall and I was getting a smoothie and they came up to me or something. You know how people have those couple stories, or like, we met on Tinder, or we met in class, whatever. You know how people will ask someone, how did you guys meet? What's your story? And then they'll usually try to kind of make it a little bit of a cute story, and some are cuter than others. Everyone, I don't know if like the online dating thing, it doesn't seem as like dramatic and romantic as like, we were on opposing sides of the company and we ended up arguing in the boardroom, but then we fell in love. Or, as soon as he met me, he came up and he gave me a bouquet of roses. So I feel like this person would think about the story that you guys are going to tell others, kind of a thing. Like, they really are concerned with their reputation and kind of playing it cool. So I feel like they would not want to be the one to reach out to you, even though they would like to have contact with you. They worry that like people would be like, oh, so wait, you guys are dating now, like what happened? And then you'd be like, well, they sent me a text and they poured out their heart, and they would just feel so like embarrassed or like lack of coolness. I feel like this person is very concerned with, what other people think and kind of like their reputation. I keep hearing that song. She always comes up in readings. I don't know what the heck is going on, but she always comes up. But I know Taylor Swift at the beginning of her Reputation tour, I did watch that. I did watch that show on Netflix, which is really good. That's the only concert documentary I've ever seen, and it was so surprisingly like good. But again, I know I may sound obsessed with her, but I'm a fan. But yeah, anyway, at the beginning of the tour, I know she just goes like reputation, 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 and she's just saying it over and over. And I'm hearing that voice. Like, I feel like this person is very concerned with what other people think and what other people would say. And it's like, for some reason, they're convinced that if they were to reach out to you and maybe be like, hey, I really like you, that, I don't know, you would go around and tell everyone, or their friends would make fun of them or something. I'm not sure why they are so obsessed with that, because I feel like most people wouldn't be like, what a lame-o, you're dating the girl you had a crush on, or you're dating the guy you had a crush on. Like, you know, no one's gonna like make fun of you for that. But I feel like this person is just worried about kind of seeming cool, seeming, you know, like they don't really care that much. And I do feel like they hide their emotions a lot. Maybe this person actually is like a sensitive person in general. Maybe they were made fun of it when they were younger or something, but it's definitely something that they kind of hide and bury now that they're older. Like, I feel like they definitely aren't someone who is super in touch with their emotions and, you know, would sit down and cry and see a sad movie or I mean, I'm a crier, so I'll cry during a commercial. I'll cry basically at the drop of a hat. I'm a Cancer moon, so that's just how it goes. And I will cry when I'm happy, when I'm sad, whatever. And I don't feel like this person would be okay with that. And, you know, it's fine. No judgment. However someone, you know, expresses their emotions or feels their emotions. Some people don't have Cancer moons and they're not as emotional. But I just feel like this person, maybe like the level of emotion they have for you is making me think that they are an emotional person. It's just that they buried it a lot, but you've kind of brought that out for them, and they're kind of not sure how to handle it. It's not like they're just like, yay, I'm feeling all these emotions, yes. They're like, what the heck is this? And it's overwhelming. And I feel like in a way they're almost embarrassed that they care so much. Maybe you guys had kind of like a crush situation, or it never manifested into like a full-on relationship or something. And maybe this person is afraid that people would judge them, like, oh my God, you're obsessed with that person. She probably doesn't even know you exist, you know, kind of a thing. Or he probably doesn't even know your name. You guys barely talked. Why are you so upset about this? You know, like, they probably feel like people would throw judgment their way if they knew how much they think of you, and if they knew how much time they spend, you know, obsessing over you. So we also got the World. We got the Four of Cups. Okay, wait. Spirit keeps telling me to do this second, and they keep like shouting it at me. So I hate to do that, but I'm gonna pull this other deck first. Sorry guys, but I'll do that next. So we got the Ten of Swords. I don't know why they made me do that. Five of Cups, Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands reverse, the Four of Cups, Strength, and the Two of Pentacles. So there's also this energy where I feel like this person is like strategic, or tries to kind of do things very carefully. Like, they don't want to be caught, you know, I'm hearing they don't want to be caught flat-footed, which is like an old expression, but it's like they don't want to be seen looking like a clown. So I feel like they go about it very strategically, and they probably look at your social media like very covertly. They might have like a Finsta or a fake account or something that they use to follow you. And again, I feel like even their friends would be like, what? Do you spend that much time thinking about this person? I also feel like there's this aspect that this person may be trying to make you jealous. So I don't know, for some of you it may resonate, for others it may not, but I definitely feel like there are some of you where this person may be dating someone else, or seeming like they're in another relationship, or seeming like they're always going out and with like multiple people. And like, these are attempts to make you jealous. And again, it's so funny because I feel like, I mean, these strategies make no sense. They're not real strategies because they're so boneheaded. But I feel like as much as it makes no sense, this is like a strategy to kind of get you back. Again, it's not high level strategy that I think everyone would be like, amazing plan, date someone else to get the person you really like. But I think that they are trying to kind of get your attention, get you jealous. I also feel like there's an aspect where they really doubt your feelings for them, and it's almost like they're trying to provoke a reaction in you, trying to provoke feelings, trying to make you care, like trying to make you be like, oh my God, no, they can't date someone else. They need to be with me. Like they would love if that's how you felt, and if you were to send them a text like, no, come back. So yeah, I'm hearing like Jack come back from Titanic, I think. So yeah, this person really would love to see you almost in distress, but it's because then I feel like they could be like, oh really, you want me? Okay, like yeah, we can make it happen. But they're going about it kind of sneakily. Another aspect is they really want to seem, again, this person is very concerned with like their image. They really want to seem kind of cool and tough to you in particular. I feel like in general, they definitely worry about their image when it comes to like everyone, but when it comes to you in particular, it's like they really want to seem strong, tough, and like they've got it all figured out kind of energy. Like they don't want anyone to be like, oh, that person's kind of embarrassing, or that person, like, ugh, that's kind of lame. Like they are very concerned with that, and especially with what you would think of them. I feel like this person would, even if you ran into them or something, they might even try to like play it cool or act like, oh, like, hey, what's up? Oh, I think I remember you. You know what I mean? Like, it's so extra. It's so over the top. It's kind of like a bad comedy. Like, oh my God, just be mature. But I think this person is very concerned with image. And even if they acknowledged you, or were like, hey, or flirty with you, they would never really let you know how much time they spend thinking about you, because they spend a lot of time thinking about you. We got the 4 of Cups again and the 5 of Cups, and this person is just spending a lot of time in their head, like thinking about you, going over you, whatever. It's funny because I do think that they like fantasize about you getting jealous, and so I feel like that's a scenario they may be trying to manifest. I know I already said that, but I do think this is something they think about it a lot. Like they would love if you would like, come in and like grab the other person and rip them away and be like, you're mine, or be like, step away from my man, or step away from my woman. Like they have fantasies like that of you just coming in and being like totally jealous. And I feel like it's not the healthiest fantasy to have, but it is, like, it truly is. It's not just like a BS line. Like it truly is because they really like you. So we also got, now we can do this pile. Okay, now I don't know why they didn't let me, but we got the Worlds. I don't think that was reversed. Okay, see, this is what happens when we have to start over. But anyway, we got the World reversed. We got the 4 of Cups again. Oh my God, this person spends so much time thinking about you. So we got the 3 of Pentacles, the Lovers reversed, the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So this person really does dream about you a lot and sees you as someone who is very, like, they have a big crush on you. I don't want to say soulmate because, but I feel like that's something they think about. Like, I mean, they think about you all the time, and their feelings for you are super strong. It's not just like, oh, it's a crush and, they'll get over it in 7 months. Like, I feel like this person, you would be like the one that got away, or to someone they think about after like 20 years or something, because they think about you all the time. Also, again, with this card, the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like, again, they really want to seem strong. They want to impress you. I think this is why they're so obsessed with their reputation. They don't want to seem weak by coming to you. It's because they're like convinced that they have to seem cool. They have to seem like they got it figured out. And if they were to come to you and be like, listen, I'm desperate for you, I'm obsessed with you, please, you would be like, ugh, what a lame-o. Maybe they read books or are into certain communities where they teach like, hey, always play it cool, never let someone see you sweat, or try, like, when you approach someone, insult them and then act like you're barely interested and they'll fall in love with you. Like, some of those weird dysfunctional schools of thought. I don't know what to call them. Dating strategies. Those, I mean, I don't think anyone should be insulting someone to try to like get their attention. I think that's so dysfunctional. But they might have like gotten into those communities or something, or be trying to like have that kind of vibe, because I feel like this person, I just can't understand why they are just so obsessed with like you perceiving them as cool and their image and everything. They do definitely want to initiate contact with you. I just think they strategize about how to do that. In a way, I feel like if you got contacted by them, it would be something like, hey, or just something really casual, or like, hey, I happen to be in your town. Would you want to grab coffee? I mean, I don't care either way. Like, you know what I mean? They would play it so cool. And they would try to make it seem like it was just like, oh, I just randomly needed to message you for this reason, you know, but they probably like rethought out the message and retyped it and deleted it, and, you know, maybe posted it anonymously online to try to get feedback. Like, they are putting a lot of thought into it. So we also got observer, soulmates. Oh my God. So I said soulmates. And we got the lovers twice and soulmates. So, okay, wow. Yeah, so this might be soulmates or something like that, but you can get multiple soulmates in a lifetime. So, you know, but this person feels very strongly for you. So we also got by the book, TikTok, not for you, and milk and honey, and to be fair, and come to the edge. So again, I'm getting this emphasis on strategy. Like, I feel like this person just spends a lot of time strategizing about you, thinking about you, which makes sense now that we got soulmates and two lovers cards. I mean, wow, that is like the ultimate love card in the whole zodiac, in the whole tarot, and it is a soulmate card. And so I feel like this person just feels so strongly for you. Their feelings for you go really, really, really deep. And I feel like this person, you know, they are just trying to find ways to like provoke this emotion for you. They are just trying to find ways to like, they want to see that fire. They want to see you like care about them. And then I feel like maybe they could feel safer. But I'm not saying, I don't know if you should meet this person by, if you do all the work. I feel like this person, this energy they're in, it's a little dysfunctional. So, you know, maybe they should work through this first and then learn to come to you. With observer, I do feel like they are looking at your social media a lot, checking it a lot. Probably like you could post the most innocuous little thing like beautiful day outside, and they're like, okay, what does that mean? Is that code? Okay, so they're having a beautiful day, so they're feeling good. Is that because they're in a new relationship? Okay, so who did they recently follow? Like, they are like checking everything you guys are up to. They might even like drive past your house or constantly be kind of checking on you. But again, I feel like they would never be like, oh, it's because I'm in love with you. They'd be like, oh, I just had to go this way. I needed to get something from the store, and it's easier to cut through this neighborhood. So, you know, they would have like an excuse for everything. They are very strategic and like good at thinking of like, you know, stories or like a good line to tell. So this person though is actually, even though they act like it's just like whatever, blasé, I don't care, they are doing things very strategically and very planned out. So we also got I, V, Lily, Beetle, and July. So July might be significant for you guys. It could be either one of your birth dates or when you guys met. We are currently in Cancer season. So I don't know, some of you might be a Cancer, and what comes after Cancer? Leo, and that would actually make a lot of sense, because I feel like this person is very concerned with their reputation and their image and stuff. Although, you know, a lot of Leos are like more healthier than this, so this is more of a dysfunctional Leo energy. So plenty of Leos might be like, excuse me, like I don't act that way. But yeah, this person is very concerned with their image. They are watching you a lot, and they definitely pay attention to you. We also got V, which to me is reminding me of the Aries symbol. And it also says victory in some endeavors. So I do feel like this person, they are just trying to win you over. And I feel like you might not know what they're doing, or you might be like, well, I guess they're over me. I haven't heard from them in a while, and yep, it's just, that's it. So, and it's like, no. It's kind of like when, you know, like if you've ever been in like if you've ever played with like an animal or something, and they'll pretend like they're like over it, or they'll like pretend not to be interested in like the stick that you're trying to play with, and then you like are like, okay, I guess it's over, and then they'll come over and grab it, you know what I mean? So I feel like this person is faking you out a little bit, kind of trying to act like yeah, I'm over it, I don't really care, but it's all a part of their strategy. It's because they actually like you a lot that they're doing this. I know that makes no sense, but a lot of people have no sense and are just a little bit dysfunctional, I guess, not to be harsh. So yeah, and let me spin some Astro dice for pile four. And who is keeping their eye on them. So we got Venus, we got Gemini, and we got the 11th house. So Venus is obviously the planet of love. It does rule over Taurus and Libra, but I definitely feel like this, and we also got Lily, spiritual love, and I'm looking at that right now, and it's like, you know, I really think that this person sees you as a soulmate, and they, you know, their feelings for you are extremely deep. So they consider you like the one that got away, or a soulmate, or a twin flame, but this is a very deep connection for them. And I think Spirit has just confirmed that in like every card pull. They just want you to really know, no doubts allowed, I guess, that you guys have this deep spiritual connection. Then we got Gemini. Gemini rules over communication. It's ruled by Mercury. And I do feel like this person really wants communication between you two. I just think they are very particular about how it happens, and they very much want to be in like control of the situation. But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys do get contact reinitiated at some point, because I think this person very much wants it, and I think that they're just doing a little weird strategy method. But it's kind of like, I would expect sooner or later the strategy will enter the actually contacting stage, if that makes sense. And finally, we have the 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. And 11th house kind of deals with other people and friendships and stuff, and groups, which makes sense because, again, this person is very concerned with what other people think of them and their friends and your friends and everyone. Just, they are very like image conscious. They are very image obsessed. Another thing the 11th house actually rules that a lot of people don't know is it rules over manifestation and going after what you want. And with Uranus does it in very unconventional ways. Uranus is the ruler, or the planet of like unconventional stuff and strange and out of the blue. Like anytime you have Uranus in a house, it transits for a long time, but I mean, get ready, because it's like, oh my God, I don't even know what's happening. Like, you never know which way it's gonna go. And so it makes sense again here, because this person is taking such an unconventional approach to going after you. I know it makes no sense that someone would, you know, start a new relationship or flirt with other people to try to get the person they really want, but it does happen, and I see it in readings and stuff over and over, and I see it sometimes too with like friend groups or public figures. So it is a real thing that happens. So just know that. And I know it makes no sense, but you are definitely this person's end goal. So I think I should probably end the reading there, because it's getting so dark. I'm sorry that I tried to film earlier, but there was so much stuff going on today. It's been like the craziest couple weeks, but I really hope that reading resonated, you guys. Please let me know if it did in the comments. I really love hearing your stories and your input, so let me know if it makes sense for you and what's going on in your life. And also make sure to like and subscribe. I post videos every few days, so if you want to see more, make sure you are subbed, and also you have notifications on so you can be notified as soon as I post. I mean, you don't want to be late, right? So anyway, you guys, I will see you in the next reading. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I am sending you so much love and light. See you next time, guys. Bye.